Good morning. Kachoya. Hey, 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 hey. Previously on Kimba TV. Porter Bjorn says ETH 2000 sweep still possible? What? Why 2000, Porter? Yeah, I don't know. For me, if this swing fail level doesn't work, then it's 1600 next. I've been talking about this for a really long time. But yeah, we have about an hour and 10 minutes before US markets open, so I think it's good time to kind of prep. I mean, this shit's gonna go lower, you know? So do we take the long at, you know, like 76? Right? That's basically all it is. And really, if you think about it, Lions, we're back where we started on Friday, chat. Like, we're back where we started on Friday. You know what I mean? And like the whole thing on Sunday was it was just bullshit. So yeah, like that's why like it's always good to just stay even keeled, you know, emotionally, trade wise, you know, even keel. Yeah, so for me, that area down there is kind of interesting. Lines up with single prints getting grabbed, RTH gap fill, all that shit. Yeah, but I think today is going to be pretty straightforward. It's just a matter of do we take the long, yes or no? You know what I mean? Probably will. We already have bottom shorts trapped, so yeah, we'll see. Let me take a look at the YouTube chat. SoTK, what's going on, SoTK? SoTK says, yo, it's been a while, brother. I try hard at 3 months to learn coding and become a developer. Step 1 completed. That's awesome, SoT. Welcome back, man. You always have a home here, brother. Shout outs to you, SoT. Space Cadet says, what does Kachoy even mean? God bless you. Stoic says, Kimba, I had a big downswing past 3 months, and lately I got emotionally compromised. I lost everything around trading. I feel dead inside. Be careful, Lions. That's okay, Stoics. Yeah, it's preventative, you know? Yeah, you got to try your very best not to get got, but it happens to the best of us, Stoics. Regroup and let's get it, man. Aki in the building, let's go. Blue Kua, let's go. Fragili, let's go. Actao, let's go. Calling Noob, let's go. Any questions? Kachoya on them, baby. Any questions, y'all? Ladies and gentlemen, if you were here for the thang, you already know what the 5-second alpha TA is. Fibception says, is there any reason you did not mark the RTH gap between 71 and 74? We can. It's just super bearish at that point. Yeah, so we're just taking it level by level because I wouldn't long that anyways. So yeah, but we can. Goes all the way to 69,830. Yeah, I would love to be able to see it live with you guys together. Since it is a shorter stream, we might not be able to, but it'll be structural invalidation, most likely. It'll be a lower low. Yeah. So, for example, Kraken, this is the RTH gap, right? So, what I would need is structural edge So I need some sort of structure that tells me it's bullish, okay? For structure, I have things like a failed auction, swing fail, pattern, 3 drives, okay? Kimba crown, all right? So you got to know all of the different ways that you can have structural edge, but this is your gap. So if it dips and then it goes, that's a long, okay? And that's your invalidation, okay? But if it like starts to do this, then there's no long to be had. Yeah, so you gotta, you need to know what structural edge is and all the mathematical prerequisites for structural edge. You need to know how to play CME gap. How long can you spend outside of a gap? And somebody was even asking about, what about the other gap? I mean, you know, I don't have it marked out because that's hella bearish. Yeah, like you got to be aware of all of these things. Sounds good. So yeah, it's probably structural edge. Open interest we already have, right? So we have like 93 million in shorts right now. You guys see how like the last 4 or 5 days it's all just been a pop quiz on RTH gap. You see it? So every day you have an opportunity to see if you know what you're doing. Yeah? But today, just another example from Friday. So hopefully you guys were able to juice. And this is why you just want to wait for RTH. It gives you the easiest edge. You know what I mean? A cut joy, yeah? And look, like, what do we usually see, chat? Doesn't overnight highs and overnight lows, don't they get swept, chat? How many times have you guys seen that? And since we have seen this so many times, isn't that why we wait for RTH? Isn't that why we have a song called RTH, Gap Fill and Go? Not that hard, ladies and gentlemen. So just a pop quiz, right? Like if you really think about it. And then obviously when Sato was in the long, we talked about, is this motherfucker gonna shave here? And so you see it. You guys see what I mean by levels identified to the upside, levels identified to the downside. Frenzy says, I just rewatched. Hehehe, I'm blind. I'm glad you caught it. Yeah, but Frenzy, like, do you see why people will sometimes be like, why did you do that? Like, what do you mean? I said I was going to do that. No, you didn't. Yeah, I did. It's crazy. Like, and you're not the first one, Frenzy. I'm not picking on you. You know what I mean? But there's always people that are like, you're so cryptic. Or did you long? Did you short? You know, why did, you know, and Frenzy, like, you know, what's crazy is if I hadn't said anything, right? If Coin Nerd had muted your messages, if I didn't see your message and I didn't correct you, right? I would have been in a 75 long and you would have been sitting there thinking, I thought you were waiting for 72. And you would have genuinely felt like I pulled something on you, right? Because in your mind, you got caught up on everything and you thought that I was waiting for 72 and you were the one that missed me talking about longing 75, 76, right? That's how hyenas are born. You see how it happens, bro? Like, you're open-minded enough to go back and actually check. And you're honest enough to go back and check. But like, imagine a scenario where somebody literally thinks, genuinely believes that they're fully caught up, genuinely believes that I didn't say 75, 76. And so when I'm in a long, they feel some type of way talking about, but I thought you were waiting for 72. Why are you all in a long all of a sudden, Kimba? And it's like, dude, I fucking said that's my level of interest. No, you didn't. Yeah, I did. Mario was right. You're just capping. That's how hyenas are born. So it's dangerous, man. It's like, even if I say everything, and even if people rewind, people will still find a way to miss it. It's incredible. You know? So that's, if you really care about what I'm doing, then you gotta stay caught up and rewind. You know what I mean? Otherwise, do your own thing and don't even try to figure out what I'm doing. You feel me? Isn't that crazy though? So, you know, it is what it is. But I'm telling y'all, man, I'm telling you guys everything, and I'm marking everything out. So, Danny Bulla just gifted 10 subs. Let's go! Let's get it, chat! Omarzo says, I had a short from 86.3 based on the Macaulay Hour TA you did yesterday, and it was going well until this morning. I got stopped out in profit, which is great, but I didn't re-enter because of the amount of shorts open at 90K. So yeah, Omar, I'll say, you guys are way too obsessed with open interest. Yeah. Like, do you realize that S&P Confluence is maybe 3, 4, 5 times stronger than open interest? So if you don't even know how to read Boo Gamma, I wouldn't even really prioritize open interest. What usually happens, Omar, and all the OGs and veterans will tell you, but based on when you joined Kimba Gang, you're gonna obsess about whatever is hot at that moment. If you go back and you talk with Lions that joined me 2 years ago, they're gonna be really obsessed about divergences at the golden pocket. If you talk to OGs and veterans that joined me a year and a half ago, they're gonna be really obsessed about order flow and single prints. If you talk to OGs and veterans that joined me a year ago, they're gonna be really obsessed about TPO. If you joined, 4 months ago, you might be a little bit focused on open interest too much. But everything has a value of 1. So if you're only looking at open interest, you're the same sucker that would long because there's a 1 hour bull div. Would you long if there's a bull div on the 15-minute, Omar? Would you long if there was would you short if there was a bear div on the 1 hour? You would probably look for more confluence, right? You need to do the same thing with open interest. So deciding to long or short because of one piece of data is extremely noob. I hope that makes sense. Okay? You're no different than the guy that would long because there's a 1 hour bull div. That's it? One bull div is good enough for you? The other thing that I would tell you, Omar, is observation isn't analysis. Okay? So just because you see bottom shorts, just because you see top longs, doesn't mean that it's going to do what you think it's going to do. Rather, you need to be able to tell me the historical pattern. Have bottom shorts been getting away with it? Yes or no? I would say yes. When people tell me, hey, are you going to long that bull div? What do I always ask? What has the last 10 bull divs been doing? So what has the last 10 times when bottom shorts get trapped? Do they immediately get squeezed, or do they get away with it a little bit? So observation is not analysis. Okay? Don't tell me what you see. Tell me what it means. Sounds good? And last but not least, confluence and edge is synergistic. Okay? So if it's one piece of edge, it's a value of 1. Okay? But 1 + 1 is 3. You understand? So you have open interest and CVD. Okay? Then it's 1 + 1 = 3. Okay? You got CVD, open interest, divergence, and S&P confluence. 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 = 10, not 4. All right, Omar, I hope that makes sense. I love where you're at, but what I want you to do now is push yourself to take it to the next level. I don't want you to tell me what you see. Tell me what it means. All right? So you're doing great, Omar, but I want you to take it to the next level now. I need you to go from 3rd grade to 4th grade now. You got me? So you're doing fantastic. You understand? But you got to take it to the next level now. So keep it up. You're doing great. All right, I gotta get out of here. I got people starting to show up, and so I gotta start supervising the closet construction and blah 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 blah. So I hope you guys are. I think you guys are set, man. You know, you got RTH things. You've got the gaps. You know how to look at stuff. We're gonna be putting it back on Exo. All right. So yeah. Latuche, motherfucker. The math is the math. I'm gonna miss you guys, chat. I'm gonna miss you guys. But I'll be on hella early again tomorrow, or almost same time today. How many people are gonna be here tomorrow? Because when I started the stream today, there was only like 300, 400 lions, and so hella people missed out on really good alpha. I feel like, how many of you guys were here at the beginning of the stream today? And you know, we identified a lot of good levels. So here's your RTH gap, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so be mindful. Do your best. Time spent above or below, you know. You guys got settlement right there. Value area low, value area high. Yeah, I mean, you guys should be able to tell me, is that good or bad? Is that weak or strong? Right? So, you know, don't try to guess too much. Take what the charts give you and go from there. Copper Dawn, you good? Shout outs to Copper Dawn. Shout outs to Ice861. Not me. Thank you for the 3 month subs in advance. Nox God, Danny Bolat, Surreal, Copper Dawn. You guys are the fucking best. So, but I am going to be giving away a ton of money next week. When I juice, y'all juice 150,000 plus, if not more. I might end up just doing like a $250,000 giveaway. You know? Onani God says, Chat GPT says double bottom is bullish. It's not. Yeah. So for example, Onani, and I went over this last week in the highlights, so make sure you go as well. All right. But price, CVD. Which one is more bullish? They're both double bottoms. Which one is more bullish? This is a bullish divergence when you have the oscillation with a higher low. Okay? So some people are going to be like, oh, it's a double bottom. It's bullish. No, it's not. Data, motherfuckers. Okay? Imagine if this has longs. Imagine this one has shorts trapped. So it's always going to be data. Okay? I could do the same thing with a bear flag. If this is a hidden bear div, okay? You do realize that this one is more bearish. Hidden bear div. So it's always data. Onani God, makes sense? It's always data. Fuck a shape. Young Soon, he reaving. Activate the manipulation. Hey, love you guys. Stay safe. I'll see you guys soon. Peace, everybody.